Welcome back to 118 Diecast Cars, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing the 118 Ford GT by Maisto, and it is in this stunning blue colour, which has to be, I think, the only colour that you can possibly get it in. I think if I was to not have got blue, I'd have had to have bought a blue one and one that was another colour, because it just looks so good in this blue. Like, anyway, so at the front of the car, you can see that the headlights have this like LED look here, and they've got the DRL that goes around there. Unfortunately, this is just like it's represented by this silver stripe sort of thing there, which actually is it's quite detailed, to be fair. It could be better. It could be done more realistic, obviously, but it does look well. To be fair, that's saying for this car, really. That is the saying. Everything could be more realistic, but it's just how well it looks. The fact that this swoop here and like the gap, that's all made out of metal. It's not plastic, which is something rare for Maisto, for definitely. I think most consumers will just buy it just because of the looks anyway. Nevertheless, the actual front grille here is like a dark matte grey. Same as almost Maisto grills, nothing really exciting, just it's there for a purpose. This swoop here though is very nice, and it's got like a carbon fibre texture, and quite close there you can just see the actual carbon fibre of the this bit here. And then we've got the same grills in here, and I'll just quickly show you this because the actual bonnet space really isn't, it's nothing special. It's a tiny place. There's nothing really significant about it. I think the car could have gone away with some better styling without having that feature, having that without the gap. You can see the slight gap there. I think it'd look better without this opening, if it were just like an actual individual piece just on. There really is no need for that to open. Anyway, to the side of the car, the wheels, I think they've done a very good job on the wheels. They do look good. I think I would buy another one just to take the wheels off, to then put on another car. And I'll say, if you haven't watched my house change model cars wheels, or Maisto wheels already, go check that out. Anyway, the actual wheel spins freely, but unlike the Bugatti that we reviewed last week, the actual disc doesn't spin within the brake caliper, which I don't really know why. Really, there's no excuse considering they've done it on the Bugatti. Why can't they do it on this? But I suppose that's just how it is. It is rewarded by the fact that it does have Brembo branded brake pads, as you can just see there, embossed onto the actual caliper itself. The car does feature some rear suspension, but very little front. Not that any of you are going to be going off-roading with a model car, you know what I mean? We've got these extra detail features here, with also the carbon fibre pattern going throughout. Everyone complains that I never show the undercarriage, so I'm trying to get that in as best as I can. So that's really it for the front and the side, so let's head to the back. So the back is what I would say, as a design point, I think this is the best view for the model. Now I'd just like to point out that the rear air brake does not go up like the real car. Unfortunately, this is another thing that the Ford GT doesn't do, as well as the Bugatti Chiron. the Bugatti did have the movable air brake, which then leads back to why can't Maisto do it on this? I suppose it could be due to the actual design and the fact that they've had to cut out so much space just for this design feature. You can see, and this, I must admit, this is all metal. There's no plastic here, which is a new thing for Maisto. They're really upping the game, I think, with the model cars that they're bringing out. Again, we've got the grills, and you can see those like fins back again with the reverse light down here. The actual back rear lights, I think, very good. There's no pins in sight. You know, remember good old pins where they were stuck in? No, there's none of that. Does look really nice. And then they said two central exhausts there with the GT badge just in the middle of them, which is done very nicely. And then the Ford performance plate, which does also look very nice. Then the actual, let's turn it upside down, the actual engine cover, yeah, again, it provides a small purpose. Again, I don't think this really needed to be open. I think it's just so you can view it, but the actual engine itself, there's not very much detail. It's just pretty black and basic with these few hints of silver. This is that carbon fibre plastic again, which does look nice. It seems to be used quite a lot throughout the car. Let's get into the interior. Ooh, that's stiff. Let's see if we can open this one instead. There we are. No, there we have done it. So as you can see by the doors on this, been done in such a fashion where it looks very nice but very difficult to open. Wind mirrors, not very sturdy, but will make do. Just try avoid bumping or crashing like the actual wind mirror into like a wall, or when you walk in, like say if you've got it in your hand or anything like that, or you're trying to take it out of the box, just be careful. Now, for the most part, the inside is very black. You can see that sort of glare on the actual carbon fibre on the dash and a slight screen in the middle, but for the most part the steering wheel is very black. You can see the flappy paddles as well. You can't see the actual pedals too well, and the speedometer is quite dark as well, which is a shame. See if we can get a better view at the other side. Oh, you can see the actual screen a bit better, but nothing superb. As you can see, there's more carbon fibre running throughout the actual body of the model. So that's it. This is, or this was, the 2017 Ford GT. I would round off saying that it's a very nice model. There's probably a few features that I would change, same with every model, to be fair. But I think most buyers, like I say, will buy it just on the look alone, as it just looks that good. So I would suggest buying one as soon as you possibly can, because I guarantee they'll be sold out as soon as you can say Ford GT. So thank you for watching. Please rate and subscribe. Bye.